Guten Morgen, muchachos. How you doing? Welcome back to Football Digest Daily. My name is Nyash. Of course, you get to digest a little bit on what happened over the weekend as far as football is concerned. Of course, if you want to see an extra digest of what exactly happens this weekend, don't forget to always check out our Extra Digest podcast. Okay? Dropping out every week on our platforms everywhere. I'll be putting up links, trailers everywhere. But you just go to YouTube and check out Football Digest KE, and then you see all our episodes over there. Of course, we shall be shooting one today. Now, of course, what a weekend you have had, man. It's been a fantastic one. In the Premier League, of course, Matchday 2 happening. We had the Women's World Cup final happening. What else was going on? Inter Miami winning a cup in MLS, the first ever after Messi joined them. So it's been a fantastic week. It's been a fantastic weekend. And more so for people who don't love teams like Manchester United and Chelsea. Yo. So first of all, of course, we had on Friday Nottingham Forest versus Sheffield United. Nottingham won that game 2-1. Then, of course, we had the weekend. We had like 3 games at 5 p.m. We had Fulham versus Brentford. A red card there, given is it to Team Rim. And Brentford won that game 3-1. No, 3-0. Got me thinking, Mbeumo, is it Mbeumo? He has bagged 3 goals now in 2 games. He bagged the brace in that game. And Wisa also scored. The same dudes who scored in their first game when they were playing against who? Walipiga nani game ya kwanza? Brentford walipiga nani last week? Okay, I can't remember. But yeah, same guy. So, I mean, Brentford are doing good, keeping clean sheets while at it. No, they actually haven't kept a clean sheet. Their first game, they drew 2-2 against Spurs. Nimekumbuka, yes. So it was Mbeumo again and Wisa. And on Saturday, it was Mbeumo and Wisa again. Let's see if we can do that in that game, which is happening next weekend. So Brentford looking good. They have 4 points now, and they're looking good without Ivan Toney. No lie. Yeah, of course, we are thinking, oh, Ivan Toney is out. Brentford might struggle. Not so much. Then, of course, the other one had what do you call it? They had Liverpool up against Bournemouth. Of course, we knew Liverpool are going to win this game. It was just like a matter of how many goals they're going to score, right? And they scored 4, I think. No, 3 actually. Salah, Diogo Jota, and Luis Diaz. And there was a red card for McAllister. Yes, Mandem, you know McAllister, their first game against Liverpool, alikuwa analia sana na wika nini referee. And I'm sure you've seen that by now. Every time you go to a referee telling like, yeah, kyo, peana kadi hapa. We don't do that over here. He knows his job. So you're actually the one who gets a card. Right? So, yeah, McAllister got a red card, but Liverpool won that game 3-1. I think that game being played at that point in time was Brighton versus Wolves. This one I called it wrongly. I said Wolves might win or draw, depending on how they play against Manchester United. But yeah, Brighton had other ideas. Brighton are playing good, but they're playing good game, good football. Did you see Thomas' goal? Oh my God. Brighton are 6 points now. They're top of the table, of course, because of the goal difference. But yeah, they're looking good. 4-1 win against Wolves. Big result. Stupinian also getting goals, man. Everybody is scoring for Brighton. Well, apart from Joao Pedro. So yeah, 4-1 win for Brighton against Wolves. Wolves were just been dropped against Manchester United on Monday. Speaking of Manchester United, Manchester, you got to love Manchester. So Manchester United are going up against Spurs at Spurs Stadium. I think that's what they call it, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, I think. And I was looking at the game and I was like, I told guys, this is where I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. If you play the same way you did play against Wolves, you're going to get clapped. It's going to be Spursy for you. It's going to get Spursy for you. And boy, did they. And they played exactly the same way, if not worse, how they played against Wolves. My God. Only that this time round, Onana was not cluttering into people. You know? But yeah, they went up at Spurs. Same midfield that was dominated and outclassed, outfought by Wolves. Same midfield went up against Spurs. I'm talking Bruno, Mount, and Casemiro. My God. Here midfield haiwezi. That midfield cannot. It cannot. But yeah, you know, as Manchester United, you can continue fielding that midfield. We are loving it. So they went to Spurs. We are thinking maybe Manu will bounce back. Bounce back what? Ulisikia what? Bouncing back in Manchester United, not in the same sentence. I absolutely loved everything. Of course, we're having this. This was our feature watch party, feature game in our watch party that we do, of course, in town, of which you should check out. You should come by if you haven't yet. Very nice. Of course, the after movie, you can go always check it out on our YouTube channel. But 2-0 win for Spurs. For the first time in my life, I supported Spurs. You know, Spurs and Man United are 2 teams that easily love to hate. So that point in time, I was like, who do I support today? Naangalia. Naona Spurs bila Kane hakuna threat hapo. Spurs bila Harry Kane, there's no threat. So I can easily support them. So I'm supporting Spurs, only for Spurs to go ahead and win. Oh my God. Licha Martinez, Lisandro Martinez, I think got the second goal. He was like, nah, Moussa Maguire. Oh, wait, Maguire is not yet gone. Oh my God, this club. Yeah, so Maguire mulikataa acheze, I will take over from here. Scored an own goals, make it 2-0. Easy goals, man. I mean, they considered so cheap goals. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Man United were poor and then some. And then Onana does not want to accept that in the post-match interview. I'm like, dude, acha kuishi in denial. You are poor, you're terrible. And I don't feel like Spurs were like this brilliant, like in their gameplay or anything. They were not. They were not. Man United were just poor. They're starting off like how Liverpool did last season. Oh wait, they're also starting off like how they did last season. Because they had a very poor start last season. So Spurs won that game 2-0. I was happy. The whole world was happy. Kila kitu ilikuwa tu sawa. It was fantastic. And then, of course, after that, we had the 10 p.m. fixture between Man City and Newcastle. Man City won that game 1-0. Felt like a Champions League final. You know, I don't like how Man City, Man City, when they have won the Champions League, they know how to handle some of these big games. Newcastle walikuja huko na ubani nini, they are from clapping Aston Villa 5-1, so they're thinking watakuja hapa na fujo, and everybody's talking them up. They were humbled. They handled them like how you'd handle a final, man. So Man City won that game 1-0. Scary. 6 points in the bag. Then on Sunday, of course, we had the first game Aston Villa up against Everton. Aston Villa, the first game at home. They're definitely going to win. The only odd thing about this game is Watkins did not score. Watkins did not score. That's crazy because Aston Villa won, I think, 4-1. No, 4-0. Now, is it 4-0 or 4-1? It's 4-0. And there was no goal from Watkins. Crazy. Crazy. And Everton again, you're looking at them and they're thinking, yeah, you might find yourself again in the relegation battle this time round. And if that happens, you can bet your ass Shondai should be long gone by then. So it's not looking good for Everton. 2 games in, 5 goals conceded, none scored. None. There was to be a game between Luton and Burnley. That did not happen because, well, Luton's hometown or home stadium is not ready to host Premier League matches. Makes me wonder, like, since these guys knew they were getting to play in the Premier League next season, like they didn't have any plan or something of how they're going to be hosting their home matches because they know their ground is not yet ready. So where do you host these matches? Do you go to, I don't know, Wembley? Do you hire a neighboring team that is maybe in the championship and see how you can share stadiums as you get yours ready? It doesn't make any sense. So Burnley did not play and Luton did not play this weekend. Then on Sunday, the last game, we had West Ham versus Chelsea. Chelsea, who had just scooped Caicedo and they had scooped Lavia, smacking Liverpool in the face because Liverpool wanted to get Caicedo. They were like, no, this Caicedo is coming to London. Chelsea have so far signed 8 players. 8. So you're thinking, against West Ham, come on, you need Chelsea. Chelsea, everybody has their eyes on you. Like, we're looking at you like this. Tunaangalia sana. Only for them to get spanked. Yani, me, I was just chilling on Sunday. Nimekaa tu Sunday with my siblings. Tunakula mbili tatu tukikunywa. And let's just see this West Ham Chelsea game. Most likely Chelsea are going to win. I mean, Chelsea wako na team kubwa. Hey, Poch, nini? Poch has never lost to David Moyes. Ever. Ha! Well, I guess there's always a first. Chelsea lost that game 3-1. Caicedo had a stinker. I don't think I've ever seen anyone make a worse debut. I don't think I've seen it. He conceded the penalty. So many times he lost possession. So many times he exposed Chelsea. And, of course, the ultimate one is the exposure that he gave them to concede the third goal. At 2-1, you're thinking, first of all, West Ham scored fast. I'm thinking, very nice. This is how you like it. Acha team ndogo ifunge kwanza ndio, catch up. Then, of course, Chelsea equalized. Fantastic goal by Chukwuemeka, who was stretched off. Might be out for a minute. Time will tell. Then, of course, West Ham made it 2-1. Again, golazo by, what do you call this dude? Anaitwa aje? Mikailo Anthony, if I'm not wrong. Yes. Anthony, of course. Fantastic goal. Banger and a half. So you're thinking, if Chelsea will come back. Only for West Ham actually to go down to 10 men. Yes. Stupid tackle by Agard. And then, of course, 10 men versus Chelsea with 20 minutes to go. You're thinking, Chelsea venye amekuwa kisumbua. Enzo was running that midfield, especially in the first half. He was running the West Ham's midfield ragged. So you're thinking, West Ham most likely, they will concede. Let's hope it goes to a draw. Ujua hapa, lazima watafungwa bao. Wafungwe nani? In fact, it's Chelsea who actually conceded to make it 3-1. I was like, yes! This is not exactly the doctor ordered, man. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. And of course, Caicedo being the one to blame for that goal. Fantastic. There is no better ending of a game like than that. To be honest, I absolutely loved it. Every minute of it. So Chelsea lost that game 3-1. So you're thinking, all that ball, because they had a lot of positions, no lie. It reminds me of a saying we used to call last season, but what? A lot of position without penetration is just like masturbation. Safe to say Chelsea were just masturbating all over the pitch, man. So first game at home for West Ham, W in the bag, 3 points in the bag, fantastic. So 4 points in total for them. So, it's been a fantastic weekend. When you look at how Manchester United performed, fantastic. Long may it continue. Chelsea, the way they performed, had a lot of possession. Long may it continue. So it's fantastic, man. It was, for me as an Arsenal fan, I had a good weekend. Absolutely good weekend. And of course, today is the icing of the cake because today Arsenal is up against Crystal Palace at 10 p.m. We get to see our Arsenal again. Let me tell you, the weekends are not the same when your team does not play. They are not. They are not the same. As in, hii weekend nasikia kuna kitu haija happen. As an Arsenal fan, I feel like there's something that has not happened. And that is, of course, my team playing. So let's see how this is going to crumble. This cookie is going to crumble tonight as we go to Selhurst Park. Always not an easy ground to go to, but since in the Arsenal, we have to get the 3 points. All right? All right, that's how the cookie crumbled. Tell me what you thought about this weekend. Of course, man, it's been a fantastic one. What was your highlight? I'd love to know. Tell me your highlight of this weekend on the comment section. In the meantime, have a fantastic one. Be on the lookout for the Extra Digest podcast dropping out later this week. Adios.